Tesla just confirmed something about the Cybercab that nobody saw coming, and honestly, it changes everything we thought we knew about Robotaxi safety. This is the car with no steering wheel. No pedals. No human backup. Just pure software making every single decision. And that terrifies a lot of people, myself included, when I first heard about it. But Tesla just dropped a detail that flips the entire conversation upside down, and if you own a Tesla, you're planning to ride in a Robotaxi, or you're just an EV fan who loves watching this company break the rules of the auto industry, you need to hear this. Because Tesla has confirmed the Cybercab is built to stop itself the instant something goes wrong. Not slow down. Not send an alert. Stop. Completely. Automatically. No human needed. Let that sink in for a second, because we're talking about a two-seat, driverless Robotaxi that is designed from the ground up to protect you even when there's nobody behind the wheel to react. If a passenger unbuckles their seatbelt while the car is moving, the Cybercab automatically stops driving and shifts into park. Instantly. No warning light. No beeping reminder like your regular car gives you. It just stops the ride right there. Same thing happens if a door opens while the vehicle is in motion. The Cybercab immediately halts and parks itself. Think about how wild that actually is. This is a car with no driver, so Tesla had to build in a kind of digital instinct, a built-in reflex that reacts faster than a human ever could, because there's no human there to catch the mistake. And this isn't some rumor floating around online. This came straight from Tesla's own official documentation, a first responder interaction plan that Tesla published to help police, paramedics, and firefighters understand exactly how to deal with the Cybercab in the real world. And buried inside that document is a level of safety engineering most people had no idea existed. We're talking about at least 10 individual airbags packed into this tiny two-passenger cabin. Front airbags, knee airbags, curtain airbags, and this is the part that really stood out to me, unique seat-mounted side airbags on both the inner and outer sides of the seats. Most cars don't even have that. Most cars twice this size don't have that. Tesla basically wrapped every occupant in a cocoon of protection because they know there's no driver to brace for impact or react defensively. The car has to be smarter than a human just to make up for the fact that a human isn't driving it. And it doesn't stop there. Tesla also built in a mechanical emergency door release that works even if the car completely loses power. This is a 2-to-10 handle, meaning it has 2 stages. Pull it gently, and it triggers the normal electronic release, the one you'd use every single day getting in and out of your ride. But pull it all the way, past that first click, and it engages a physical mechanical cable that unlatches the door directly, no electronics involved at all. So even in a total power failure, even in a worst-case scenario, you are never trapped inside. 1 handle. 2 functions. No searching for a hidden lever like older Teslas required. No confusion in a panic situation. Just lift, and you're out. This is a direct response to years of criticism Tesla has faced over door designs that confused people, and sometimes even first responders, during emergencies. And speaking of first responders, the plan also reveals that if the Cybercab ever gets stuck somewhere dangerous, emergency crews can manually move the vehicle using onboard controls, meaning even a car with no steering wheel has a way to be relocated by a trained human when it truly matters. Now here's something that might surprise you even more. A lot of people assumed Tesla would need special government waivers to even legally put this car on the road, because it looks so different from a normal vehicle. No steering wheel. No pedals. 2 seats. But Tesla actually designed the Cybercab to meet every single existing federal motor vehicle safety standard on its own. No exemption needed. That means the Cybercab goes through the exact same self-certification process as a Toyota Camry or a Ford F-150. Tesla's own vehicle engineering team has publicly confirmed this car will not be limited by the 2,500 vehicle cap the government usually places on experimental autonomous vehicles. In plain English, Tesla isn't trying to sneak this thing onto the road with special permission. They're saying it's safe enough to meet the same rules as every gas-powered car in America, and there's already drone footage from Giga Texas showing early Cybercab units with official federal compliance stickers already applied. Now, is everything perfect? Of course not, and we have to be honest about that too. Tesla's current supervised robotaxi fleet has been crashing at a rate several times higher than the average human driver, and unsupervised full self-driving, the software this entire vehicle depends on, still isn't fully solved yet. Elon Musk himself admitted Tesla needs roughly 10 billion miles of real-world driving data before unsupervised self-driving can be considered truly safe, and current projections suggest Tesla won't even hit that number until sometime around the middle of this year, with actual software readiness likely trailing even further behind that. So yes, there's real tension here. On one hand, you have a vehicle engineered with airbags, automatic safety stops, and emergency mechanical backups that go far beyond what a normal car offers. On the other hand, you have software that is still being tested in real time, on real roads, with real passengers inside. That's the bet Tesla is making, and it's an enormous one. If the software delivers what Tesla promises, this could be one of the safest vehicles ever built for public transportation, because it removes human error entirely, and human error is still the leading cause of accidents on the road today. But if the software isn't ready, all that physical engineering, the airbags, the mechanical door release, the auto-stop system, it only matters after something has already gone wrong. Before we go any further, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button right now, because we cover every single Tesla update the moment it drops, straight from official documents, not rumors, not speculation. And if this video is helping you understand what's actually happening with Cybercab, drop a like, it genuinely helps this channel grow. Now let's talk about what this actually means for the future. Production of the Cybercab already began back in February at Giga Texas, and by April, Tesla had ramped into full volume production, aiming for hundreds of these vehicles rolling off the line every single week. Musk has said publicly that 90% of miles driven happen with just one or two people in the car, which is exactly why the Cybercab exists in this stripped-down, two-seat form. It's not designed to replace your family SUV. It's designed to replace the solo Uber ride, the quick trip across town, the ride where a giant five-seat vehicle is complete overkill. And Tesla's long-term vision here is massive. Musk has said he eventually wants the vast majority of Tesla's total production to shift towards Cybercab, not traditional consumer cars, because a robotaxi can operate more than 20 hours a day generating continuous revenue, while your personal car sits parked in a driveway for the vast majority of its life. That's the real business model here. It's not just about selling you a car anymore. It's about deploying a fleet of software-driven vehicles that basically pay for themselves. But none of that works if people don't trust the safety of the vehicle, which is exactly why Tesla is being so detailed and so public about airbags, auto-stop systems, and emergency releases right now. This is Tesla trying to earn public trust before mass deployment, not after. They know one bad headline could set the entire Robotaxi program back years, so they're front-loading the safety story as hard as they can. Whether that's enough to convince skeptics remains to be seen, but from an engineering standpoint, what's inside this vehicle right now is genuinely more advanced than what most people expected from a low-cost, two-seat robotaxi. Let's zoom out for a second, because context matters here. Waymo has been running Robotaxis for years now, and they use a completely different approach, stacking expensive sensors like LiDAR and radar all over the roof of a modified regular car. Tesla went the opposite direction entirely. No LiDAR. No radar in most configurations. Just cameras and neural networks trained on billions of miles of real driving data collected from ordinary Tesla owners like you, out on the road every single day. That's Tesla's real advantage, and it's also the reason this whole safety conversation matters so much. Every Model Y, every Model 3, every Cybertruck on the road right now is quietly feeding data back into the exact same system that will eventually power the Cybercab fleet. It's one giant flywheel, cars teaching the software, software getting smarter, smarter software powering safer robot access convincing more cities to allow them on public roads. But that flywheel only keeps spinning if people believe the safety claims Tesla is making right now, which brings us right back to those 10 airbags and that auto-stop system we talked about earlier. Let's go a little deeper on the seat-mounted side airbags for a second, because most people scroll right past that detail without realizing how significant it actually is. In a normal car, if you're in a side impact crash, your body can be thrown toward the door before any airbag even has time to inflate properly. By mounting airbags directly into the seat structure on both sides, Tesla is essentially guaranteeing that protection moves with your body no matter how you're positioned at the moment of impact, whether you're leaned forward checking your phone or leaned back relaxing during your ride. That's a level of redundancy you typically only see in vehicles that cost 2 or 3 times what the Cybercab is expected to sell for, and remember, this thing is targeting a price tag around $30,000. 10 airbags, mechanical backup door releases, and automatic emergency stopping, all in a vehicle priced like an entry-level compact car. That combination alone tells you how seriously Tesla is treating the safety side of this launch, even while the self-driving software underneath it all is still very much a work in progress. Now, I want to be fair here and mention the numbers that critics keep bringing up, because ignoring them wouldn't be honest reporting. Tesla's current supervised Robotaxi fleet, the one already running in limited cities today, has been crashing at roughly 4 times the rate of average human drivers, based on current publicly available data. One crash for roughly every 57,000 miles driven, compared to about 1 crash for every 229,000 miles for typical human drivers. That's a real gap, and it's the exact reason regulators, journalists, and skeptical Tesla owners are watching this rollout so closely. Musk himself has acknowledged the software still struggles in certain situations, describing moments where the car gets what he called scared to move, essentially freezing up in complex or unfamiliar situations rather than confidently pushing through them. So when you put it all together, what you actually have is a vehicle with genuinely impressive physical safety engineering wrapped around software that still has real, documented weaknesses. That's not a reason to dismiss the Cybercab entirely, and it's also not a reason to blindly trust it either. It's a reason to watch this space extremely closely over the next several months, because the gap between where the hardware is right now and where the software needs to be is exactly where this entire Robotaxi bet will be won or lost. If Tesla closes that gap, they could genuinely reshape how an entire generation of people think about getting around cities without owning a car at all. If they don't close that gap fast enough, this could become one of the most expensive lessons in Tesla's entire history. Either way, this is one of the biggest technological gambles happening in the auto industry right now, and you're watching it unfold in real time. So here's the real question. Would you personally get inside a Cybercab with no steering wheel and no pedals, trusting airbags and automatic software stops to keep you safe instead of a human driver? Drop your honest answer in the comments below, because I want to see where this community actually stands on this. If you found this video useful, make sure you're subscribed, because Tesla is moving incredibly fast right now, and we're going to be covering every twist, every delay, and every new safety reveal as it happens. Click the next video on your screen to see what else Tesla has been hiding inside the Cybercab, because trust me, this is not the last surprise. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.